Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about internet capital markets, as this is one narrative that continues to be talked about outside of robotics and X402, and is getting pretty big on base as of right now. There's some pretty decent plays, some pretty decent low caps that you guys can start to pay attention to when it comes down to this narratives. So before we get into talking about all of that, I would like to ask you guys, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We're on the road to 30k subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment what you guys think down below, and while you guys are down there, you guys can hit that Discord link to join the Discord to continue the crypto conversation we're having daily. And you guys can ask, how does that Patreon group works? As you guys know, we have been getting into some bangers that you guys can see on Patreon. It's all posted there. A lot of these plays we get in pretty early here, so after checking that out and you guys are interested in joining that Patreon group, you guys can sign up for it or DM me, pretty much DM me on Discord first, as there's a private discount code that you guys can use to save 40% off to test out the first month, to get your feet wet, see if the group is for you. And you guys can also pick up my ebook, The Essentials to Mastering Tokenomics. This will help you guys pick out the next gem of your cryptocurrency portfolio once you're able to understand market cap, FDV, circulating supply, narrative, vesting, supply and demand. All of that is very important to picking out the next gem of your cryptocurrency portfolio. So links for all of that would be in the description down below. Lastly, if you're looking for a new cold storage wallet to, store your cryptocurrency, use Tangent Wallet. That's what I use. They're actually coming out with a Visa card very soon, so we'll see how that's going to be tied into the Tangent Wallet itself. Use code Everything Altcoins, save yourself 10% today. Links for that would be in the description down below. And let's get right into the video, guys. And another reason why you should be paying attention to ICM on Coinbase or Base is because there's a potential of a Coinbase launchpad, right? Well, they're speculating. We're going to find out. So again, by the time this video come out, we're going to find out, right? So it could be a new launchpad, or could it be the base token that we're all waiting for? Now, there's been a lot of new plays coming out for ICM on base. Now, if you're looking at ICM, you could kind of think of it as the new term for launchpads, pretty much, right? Internet capital markets, raising funds on the internet, on chain, things like that. You got Nemesis now up here. There's going to be different types of ICM as well. You're going to have one that's on Solana, Colat. If you guys remember, we made a lot of videos on that. That is pretty much a RWA ICM play. And I think there's a GPU version on Solana as well. So there's a lot of moves that's happening on Solana, but I think they're going to also come over to base and translate on base just a little bit better, because I believe base is really for the builders. So right now we got Nemesis down 59% from its all-time highs. Of course, it came out at the worst time. The market is very shaky as of right now. It is at a $2.4 million market cap, very cheap. Of course it can go lower, but it's very cheap right now. All-time high was legit 8 days ago. It's now down 63% from that all-time high. I do believe that this has the potential to actually continue to go up. It all depends on the market, though. Overall market, I should say, right? That's your Bitcoin. That is the big daddy. That is the boss of this market. If Bitcoin is able to reclaim, around that 107, 110, and we start to look like we're more bullish again, a lot of these low caps will start to move. Now, what I like about Nemesis, the team is pretty much public. They're out there. They're always talking about this, right? So essentially, Nemesis lets you trade, but lets you long or short any ERC token, right? You can trade a full range of tokens from blue chips to meme coins, just depositing collateral. That is pretty interesting. Now, for you guys to actually use their platform, you do need an invite code as of right now, and they was doing an airdrop if you got their NFTs. Pretty much, it was pretty cheap to get their NFTs. They did also launch on District, right? District is a new launch pad pretty much for base that is backed by A16Z. The last time I said A16Z, I was saying AI16Z. That's funny. But yeah, it's backed by A16Z. So there's going to be some true builders that's going to be launching through this platform here. The last one that came out that we liked was Metalos. Now you have Nemesis. Now, a lot of things is getting tricky on base, because you're having some decent projects from different sides actually all launching, targeting pretty much ICM. And this is where I think that, to be honest, some things could really start to get muddled because of how split the community could possibly be on the ones that they believe is going to be the best ones to invest into. Like if you look at Backroom here, Backroom here is up 34% from like its all-time highs, sitting at a $4 million market cap, FDV of 5.2 million. Now, if you guys know about Room, we kind of talked about it on a live stream a few times ago, when I thought it was just a glorified Patreon pretty much at that time, but now they're doing more internet capital markets. As you guys can see, its all-time high was 3 months ago, where it did hit up just close to 2.5 cents, and now it's down 78% from its all-time high. Now, what Backroom has going for it is that it's backed by Aerodrome, so that is huge for me, right? That is pretty much huge. But also with Nemesis, it's huge that they're backed by AI16Z, but they're also kind of targeting two different things as well. So Medbody here puts out this tweet: the ultimate play for ICM exposure on Base is Room. Base first ICM incubator backed by Aerodrome for max trading depth and visibility. Perfect timing for ICM narrative heating up, plus virtual exposure equals huge attention. Now, incubators last virtual season, like Sequoia, which is now, I think they changed their name. I forgot what they changed their name to, but they kind of rugged as well, right? And Vader ran up to 80 million, right? 250 million respectively. And now hype is even bigger. The team is stacked. Proven team is Leonard. So the team is pretty good, right? And ICM could get interested on Base depending on how the market starts to shake up. Now, another thing I do like, you guys know I do like supply shocks, right? You know, I like when there are a lot of tokens that are taken off the market, right? So about 10% of the total Room supply has been staked for pretty much their new first ICM on-chain fundraising round. And this was posted today at the time of recording this video, November 8th. So we have to see what the new launch is going to be, but keep your eyes out on this. I did call this out for my Patreon guys a little bit ago. We're looking at Backroom. We're in Backroom, I should say, and we're going to be looking into see what is going to be launching from Backroom in terms of their first ICM on-chain launch. Another one that is looking pretty good and got some high praises from Jesse is Frame from long.xyz. Now, we got into this as a microcap gamble plays. Now, if you guys know me and my Patreon and my Discord side, I do post some gamble plays. I do post some of my main plays in a dedicated spot, and then just, you know, sprinkle some gamble plays that I think is looking pretty good. Long.xyz/frame was one of those. We got in around that 300k market cap or so, and it did pretty run up to like about a 3 million, yeah, close to 3 million, actually a 3 million market cap. So we did get a nice little 10x off of this, and it is now sitting at $1 million market cap. If you guys scroll down again, you guys can see its all-time high was 6 days ago, so it is down 66.6% from its all-time high. I don't like that number. We got to change that up or down. And more people, if you guys seen my previous video on like some of the interesting low caps on Base as of right now, more people are starting to notice that Jesse has been pretty bullish on Frame. He has been in their comment section a lot, you know, just saying long it or whatever it is. So now Zorn puts out this tweet: came across long.xyz, a launchpad for token auctions. Their main edge is solving the sniper problem during launches. Even Jesse has praised them multiple times. They have launched a few tokens on here on their launchpad that actually looks pretty interesting. You got Vibe, you got GG. I forgot there was one more. I also forgot that also launched there. So I do think that they're going to also need a big banger to launch on there for more people to really start talking about Frame. And another thing I do like about their launchpad is you can actually choose what you want to pretty much, you know, pair the tokens with. So as you can see here, you can pair it with Frame, which will be pretty good for Frame. You can pair it with ETH, or you could pair it with High and Vibe, right? So I like this actually. This actually creates kind of a new flywheel, and I think Propaganda is actually doing this on the Zora side of things. If you guys haven't noticed, Propaganda, when they launch something, when they launch their mini dApps, they're actually paired against Propaganda. So that could kind of make things a little interesting. Now, another thing that is coming out here that some people probably have missed because they actually using a new account for this. It's called C402 Markets, right? C402 launches November 9th. So at the time of recording this, by the time it comes out, you're probably going to see this out already, right? You'll be able to connect, check your balances, read docs, and if you're a builder, prepare for the launch. Mint goes live 48 hours later, which is November 11th. This is going to be an ICM launch pad on Base, and if you guys don't know, this is going to be connected to Ping. Ping, which most people thought was just a regular, you know, meme coin, the first meme coin to launch on X402. It got so much freaking hype. If you guys didn't even know, let's look at the market cap. Right now it is sitting at a 21 million market cap. We recently took a position into Ping as well, right? It did jump up to about $77 million in market cap. Now I'm very salty about this because of when I've seen it around that 500k market cap on Deck Screener. I just didn't pay attention to it because it was a meme. I didn't understand. I didn't think it was gonna go this crazy, right? Especially on base. For a meme to go this crazy, of course, that whole X402 narrative just boosted this thing like it went ridiculous. But now it has come down to 21 million market cap. I do think that this is a decent position for it. Now, this person put out this tweet here. ICM is now also at play with Ping, right? They got their own thing called C402, right? So Ping is about to launch C402 Markets, a dedicated ICM launchpad for the X402 track, while introducing a new token standard called C402. All launches from the platform will be paired with Ping. We just talked about this with Frame, so this is actually looking pretty interesting when it comes down to Ping. It's not just a meme coin anymore, it is now a ICM launchpad for X402. So this could get pretty interesting. And Jesse already kind of was like interested to see what was Ping. He asked for the TLDR, so we'll have to see. You guys can see everything that they're going to be looking to do for their ideas, right? AI benchmarking that allows for speculation. For example, let different AI models participate in quizzes and allow degens to speculate on the winners. You're going to have an X402 gated API endpoint, X402 based horse race. There's a few different things that's going to be coming out here, so I'm kind of interested to see what is going to be happening within this C402 for X402 launchpad ICM. This is the only ICM launchpad dedicated to X402, so maybe actually it's not the only one. Sorry, it's not the only one. There's another one that's out right now, but not too many people are really talking about this. I think Ping might end up taking over in terms of that for ICM launchpad. But I want to know what you guys think though. How do you guys are feeling about ICM on base? Do you guys think there's a potential here? If not, let me know in the comment section down below. And don't forget, we're on the road to 30k subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.